Hello everybody, my name is Jack and welcome back to my channel Genius Speaking, where you can learn Italian language for fun and for free. In today's lesson I want to tackle another important topic of the Italian grammar, but often that you find in spoken Italian language, so in everyday conversations. And it is about different usages of the verb fare, to do. Fatto di, fatto da. Whereas fare, fatto, remains the same, we only change the final preposition. However, depending on the preposition that links the verb to the rest of the sentence, to the various complements or objects, the verb fare, to do, has different meanings. First, fatto is the past participle of the verb fare. Past participle, as you well know because you are genius speakers, makes compound tenses, as well in English as well in Italian, like passato prossimo. Yeah, because I like you. I leave down below in the description and on the tab here a link to a video about passato prossimo if you don't know yet what I'm talking about. However, going back in topic, I just dropped the conjugation for passato prossimo of verb fare using past participle. Io ho fatto, tu hai fatto, lui, lei ha fatto, noi abbiamo fatto, voi avete fatto, loro hanno fatto. In this way you can use the verb fare, to do, in its passato prossimo conjugation that introduces 90% cases scenario when you have to say to your interlocutors what you've done. Io ho fatto this and that. That is the standard formula for Italian language to say that. However, as I said in the beginning of the lesson, we can add a couple of prepositions to change slightly the meaning of fatto. First, what happens when we use the verb to be, essere, as auxiliary verb instead of avere, o? We create the magic formula in Italian language to say it is made of. È fatto di. Il piatto è fatto di ceramica. The plate is made of ceramic. So, two rules. We use verb to be as auxiliary verb, e verb fare, to do, participle, and after we add preposition di and I. With this formula, we are going to specify in Italian language the material something is made of. Il coltello è fatto di metallo. The knife is made of metal. Of course, you can list different materials. Di acciaio, of steel. Di legno, of wood. Di carne, of meat. Di carta, of paper, and etc, etc, etc. However, if we maintain the first part the same, è fatto, but we change preposition, we use da, di and a instead of di, we change the meaning of this small sentence. And we are going to specify the person that did something. Questo quadro è fatto da Monet. This painting is made by Monet. Of course, not only objects, but thoughts and ideas can enter this formula. Bonus tip for genius speakers or for whom that followed the video so far, I list the proper conjugation for the all 6 personas of the verb fare in this formula. With the verb to be, io sono fatto, tu sei fatto, lui, lei è fatto, noi siamo fatti, voi siete fatti, loro sono fatti. And then after you can use the preposition that you want. For instance, io sono fatto di acciaio. I'm made of steel. Ladies and gentlemen, class is dismissed. Remember to subscribe to my channel Genius Speaking by clicking on the logo here on the corner. It costs zero effort, only a click, but it means a lot to support my work. Also, watch my other playlists I made on the channel about Italian language, Italian grammar, Italian culture. But most importantly, while you're waiting for the next lesson, speak like a genius. Bye bye!